Today, we're going to be taking a look at some things that are suspiciously specific. Suspiciously specific. Suspiciously specific. That's what we're going to be looking at. How do you politely tell your visitor that it's time to go home? If you're from the Midwest, you just say, well, and really forcefully slap your knees with your hands, then stand up. Other Midwesterners will recognize the signal and say, suppose we should head out. You see, I just go, I want to go to bed. Even if I have absolutely no intention of going to bed, I'll be like, right, I'm gonna head up to bed. And they'll take that as their cue to leave if they're not weird. Although I do respect people that would just literally tell me to get out of their house. Like, if I'm just sat around their house chilling, I'd rather than when they get sick of me just be like, yeah, right, I want to be on my own now, can you leave? Than like have me sit around and not enjoy my company, although I don't know how you can not enjoy my company. The fact homeowners associations exist is wild to me. You buy an entire house and some lady a couple doors down can tell you that you're not allowed to display your antique frog statuette. What's a statuette? Is that like a small statue? It's like a little one. Like I know that'll be a statue. That's a grommet statue. And you have to pay a fine? That is pretty insane. What is a homeowner's? What is that? Is that like neighborhood watch? Imagine being in the neighborhood watch. You're basically just like, you're not even a professional snitch. You're just a snitch. You're not even getting paid to snitch. Your wife has been kidnapped and is being held in a location 30 minutes away. You're driving to rescue her. It's a warm night and your windows are down. Do you listen to music on the drive there? Yes or no? That is a very good question. Yes, definitely. And I'll be sat there in my car for 5 minutes getting my playlist ready before I leave. Nursing school doesn't prepare you for the number of elderly patients who will casually confess to decades-old murders. To be fair, if I was old, senile, and probably about to die, I'd probably confess to some mad shit just to see people's reactions, even if I didn't do it. I'd just be like, oh yeah, do you remember that time that like 10 people went missing in this town? Yeah. This guy right here is me. And what are you going to do about it? I mean, I'm in palliative care. I'm going to die anyway. You can't arrest me. I don't want my laptop to be the thinnest model yet. I want a battery that will outlast the sun. A screen big enough to blind the person behind me. More USB slots than there are Apple fanboys in the Bay Area. A fucking disc reader slash right. I tell you what, the battery bit is valid. I swear, every time I bought a laptop, it's been advertised on their website as having like 8 to 10 hour battery life, which is what I need. I need a long battery life. And when it comes to it, it lasts like an hour and a half. They're shit. Laptop batteries are fucking terrible. Like, in what tests are they getting 8 to 10 hours? I get like 2 at most. And all I'm doing is like running 1 tab of Chrome. It's a piss take. They should not give cops horses. Give those horses to postal workers so I could sit out on my porch drinking iced tea. And then a guy rides up on a horse and says, hey pal, got a letter for you here. That would be nice. That would be the dream. You know how when you're a fast walker and the guy ahead of you is fast but only 90% as fast as you? So you must pass him, but to pass him you have to walk comically faster than your normal speed or else you'll be in his personal space too long as you pass. That is really annoying. Normally I just try and hang back a little bit, then I realise that I hate walking slow. So I end up just kind of like walking like that. That was probably very scary to see. I'm sorry about that. Cool country you got there. Would be a shame if someone invented a website for ranking hot girls on campus and your mum used it to learn how to poison herself with horse paste. I honestly think the world would be so much better if Facebook never existed. Facebook is a cancer to society. It's awful. And I mean, I haven't been on it in about half a decade, but I assume it's just gotten worse since I haven't been on it. I was the glue that was holding Facebook together, holding that crumbling mess of a website together. And honestly, I'm quite glad it's dying now. The only thing it was ever good for was Farmville. That's all. Nothing else. One day I hope to be wealthy enough to not do a double take every time I see abandoned furniture on the side of the road. I think I can make £100 million and I would still do that. Like you see a nice sofa outside someone's house and you're like, it hasn't rained for a few days. It's probably only been there like a day or two. No one's taken it. It's clearly not wanted. It's probably worth maybe, I don't know, a few £100. Oh, I might as well take it. If you don't think like that, then we're clearly not on the same grind set. Picture this, you're 31. You just married your soulmate and you're on your way to your beautiful honeymoon. The plane lands in Bora Bora. As it touches the ground, your wife begins clapping. She's an airplane clapper. You get on a plane right back to America and you never speak again. How do you marry someone without going on holiday with them first? But anyway, let's just ignore that glaring hole for a second. There's nothing wrong with clapping when the plane lands. I've noticed since this social discourse against plane clappers started, I've not heard a single plane clapper. I reckon we bring it back, but we don't just bring it back for aeroplanes. We bring it back for trains, for buses, for Ubers. When the Uber pulls up to your location, you give him a round of applause. Let him know he did a good job. When the bus driver pulls up to the stop, go give him, even if it's not your stop, just give him one of these. You have to come to terms with the fact that realistically in a post-apocalyptic world, there's a 99% chance you'll die from diarrhea after drinking bad water, and you will never get a chance to wear football armor and make a machete out of duct tape and a lawnmower blade or whatever. that's very true. That is actually very true. Like in an apocalypse or like a zombie apocalypse or whatever, you're not actually gonna die from like the zombies or other people or whatever. It's gonna be because of this or like the fact you have like no food or drinking water or something like that. The most important thing a man could do to be an ally is give his women friends permission to give dudes at the bar his number, so when they call he can angrily say that it's not funny because she died 15 years ago that very night. I might get like a pay-as-you-go sim and just give it to my friends that are girls purely for this reason, so I know whenever a call comes in on that phone, it is for that reason. Oh my god, okay. If you were the type of child that hoarded stickers because you couldn't commit to sticking them onto something and not be able to remove them in one piece, congrats, you're now an anxious... That's me! That's me! I did that. I never used any of my stickers, ever. If I got, like, a sticker for, like, doing well in class or something, I never stick it on myself. I never stick it on anything. I just keep it, because what if I put it somewhere and I'm not happy with it? What am I going to do then? I'm fucked. He regularly uses the same 3 things at home. Me packing for vacation. I wonder if I need 4 French hoods or 5. Does anyone else just pack, like 1.5 times the amount of underwear you need when you go on holiday, just in case you shit yourself, like, 5 times? It's literally never happened to me, but I pack for it just in case. Because what if I do shit myself 5 times? Then what? Then what's going to happen? I'm going to have no clean underwear. 1 year in here for $30 billion. You have no books, movies, phones, consoles, nothing. Can you do it? People are talking about this like it's a matter of keeping yourself entertained. LMAO, you'll be seeing the Hat Man by day. Who's the Hat Man? The only thing I could find is the Hat Man, documented cases of pure evil. It has 92 ratings on IMDb. So this is suspiciously specific. Whenever I eat soup with bread on the side, I pretend like I'm in a medieval tavern having supper after a long day of traveling. I do that, but like, you know, when you order a beer and you get it in like the big mug, big handly mug. I pretend like I'm a weary traveller laying his head to rest in a tavern. It says he's active, but he hasn't responded to my text. Girl, have you ever seen a man on his phone? They'll literally sit there watching an hour-long video of some shit like a lawnmower getting started on the ocean floor. I'll tell you what I've been up to the last 3 days, and it's tragic. I'm getting like rinsed for it. I got really into this mobile game for some reason. I mean, it's good. It's a good mobile game. I've just never been sucked into a mobile game like this before, and I don't know why. I've spent 8.5 hours playing this. 8.5 hours over the last 3 days. And I think I've spent like 15 or 20 quid on it. And the thing is, I've actually got really invested in it. Like, when I lose a game on it, I get livid. I get so angry. It's like when I get into FIFA and I properly get into it and I spend money on packs and I try and build this sick ultimate team and I just lose to some kid with like 2014 in his name. It's like that sort of rage. I don't go around punching holes in the wall or anything like that, but it's like an internal rage. It makes me upset. Let's just put it that way. Chenzi will never understand growing up with parents who basically poured a gallon of milk into your body with a funnel every day because Big Milk told them that if we didn't drink enough, our bones would go soft and we'd turn into pudding people and get kidnapped to the mall. What the fuck? Pineapple farms look like someone said they were a pineapple farmer and got caught in the lie, so they just started chucking pineapples on the grass. It's cute. I like the little pineapple plant. I got a fun fact for you. Did you know that a few hundred years ago, pineapples were so rare and they were so expensive that people didn't really eat them because the only people that could afford them were like kings and shit. But they buy them and then just put them on their mantelpiece until they rotted as like a sign to people that were coming over to their gaff that they were well rich. During my divorce, my grandma asked me if I wanted her to off my ex. I'm 99 years old, she said. They can't do much to me at this point. That is, if I even get caught. I'm sure she was kidding. At least 87% sure. Either way, that's the type of support everyone deserves. You know, I said this earlier in my video about confessing some stuff that I didn't do just for my own entertainment. But if I'm like a really bitter 100-year-old man and I know I'm gonna die in the next few days, you know what? If there's someone that has really wronged me or really wronged someone I love, why not? Everyone wants to talk about gaslighting. No one wants to talk about how cats domesticating themselves and model their meows off human baby cries to better manipulate our emotions. The fact a cat can walk into your house and be like, I live here now, and most people would just like go buy food and litter for them and let them. It's pretty impressive as an evolved trait. It is. It's so impressive. I'd say like 50% of the people I know have had a cat like just walk into their house one day. They fed it and it just kept coming back and it just ended up being their cat. I've had that happen to me before. You can't turn away a cat. The cat's just hungry. He's looking for food. What kind of psychopath wouldn't let a cat into their house? A real man doesn't go 50-50 on the rent with his girlfriend. A real man lets her pay 100% of the rent while he pursues his rap dream. Too fucking right. Kings, don't let her walk all over you with this 50-50 bullshit. She has the pleasure of living with you. Therefore, she should be paying all the rent because when your rap career eventually comes through, the rent will be nothing. It's like investing. I've gone so many years without physical contact that at this point I think someone tenderly holding my hand would kill me. Like how a flavor blasted goldfish would kill a medieval peasant. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.